Luke, have you been up to your theorising again?
Yes.
Is this because the Life is Strange 2 trailer came out?
Yes.
1452 Lewis Avenue. I'm gonna need backup.
Copy that. All backup available.
Daniel, it's gonna be all right. On the ground.
I've watched it 567 times trying to find all the clues. Is the policeman the one from the Captain Spirit newspaper cuttings? Whose voice do we hear at 28 seconds? Can it really be Nathan's? I'm nearing the centre of the maze, Ellen. I can feel it.
Okay, well, can we get this all tidied up so we can do show of the weekend?
Okay, fine. Don't touch my theories! Show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend. Touch my theories, honestly.
I was just trying to help you tidy up.
Yeah, well, were you though?
Yeah.
Or are you sent by Square Enix because I was getting a little too close? We'll talk about this later. In exhaustive detail. But in the meantime,
yes,
I've got something else to talk about in exhaustive detail.
What's
Hooray!
that? Yay!
It's the game Smash Bros. Ultimate. We got to play a little bit of Smash Bros. Ultimate, both of us, at E3 2018. The game is not out until the very end of the year, and it's quite unusual for Nintendo to show off a game this far ahead. I think they've done it with Smash Bros. Ultimate because it's got that competitive angle. I think they want to see a lot of people playing it because they're still going to be balancing the characters.
Yeah, they're going to tweak it a little bit, and it's easier to do that now than trying to patch it later. And
yeah, I think so. And I went along to Nintendo's UK Invitational, which was an event where a bunch of very, very good Smash Brothers players and me got to play the game. There was a little tournament for people who were very, very good, and then they did like a sort of members of the media match where other inept reporters,
like us, yay!
Yay! Oh, everyone realises we don't know what we're talking about. Actually, the people I was playing against were very, very good.
Yes,
and
yeah,
I got my ass kicked. I got a few kills in, but
you did do well, yeah.
Got my butt whooped. But it did give me a little bit more of a chance to play with Smash Brothers. It's a game that is quite personal to me because I played it a lot when I was younger. It was the game that when I was at university was kind of in a bunch of like living rooms. So I feel like I have a lot invested in that. Obviously, everyone watching this knows already that I'm a Nintendo nerd, and so yeah, that sort of like backstory and that history and everyone fighting together really appeals to me. But if you haven't played Smash Brothers, I just think it's got the coolest like fighting mechanic. I just really, really enjoy it. Getting the damage percentage up by hitting people, and then it confusingly goes above 100% very quickly.
What? How am I not dead yet? Or how are they not dead yet?
Yeah.
But more likely, how am I not dead yet?
It makes perfect sense, Ellen. The higher your damage, the further you fly when you're hit. And then when you hit the edge of the screen, you lose a life. And if you're playing in a timed match, then the other person gets a +1 point and you lose. Okay, it's not that simple, but it's also, not super complicated. You can get your head around it quite quickly. And it always feels to me much more like a platform game than a fighting game. Every character can double jump, triple jump even. I really, really like that aerial fighting. It just, you get a lot of really exciting, weird scenarios and like dodging in the air. It makes me feel like a cool sort of airborne ninja, mostly because I play as Zelda and as her counterpart, spoiler alert for those still playing games from 1998, Sheik.
What?
God, I thought he had his headphones in.
Thanks a lot, man.
So with Ultimate, they have put every combatant who was ever in Smash Brothers all in it.
They're all back.
They're all in it together.
Snake's back.
Which is really cool, and definitely, I'm sure before it comes out, they're going to announce a bunch more. In fact, there is a Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo Direct coming very, very soon. So probably by the time this goes out, there might be some new levels or some new characters announced. And here they are. Wow, what exciting new features. Which was your favourite new feature, Ellen?
I like...
Me too. That was also my favourite. Playing the game, it feels exactly like every other Smash Brothers game. They really haven't tinkered with the formula. I suppose if I try and put aside my personal excitement for this game and love of the series and try and take the broader view, the thing that makes me a bit nervous is that by having the most fighters ever and like the most options and just like the most everything, I think this is probably the Smash Brothers that is the least friendly to newcomers.
Yeah, it could be a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, I think it could, yeah. I would, like, you don't have to be like a sort of pro streaming, like super Twitch response level. I certainly am not. You do have to kind of have like a familiarity with the controls which aren't similar to anything else in other games.
They're really different to a lot of other fighting games.
I think that's the thing, yeah. Like, you can pick up Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And be like...
You're like, that's punch, that's kick, that's jump.
Yeah, and you can
left,
play
right,
a game.
done.
Yeah, and you won't be brilliant at it.
You won't have all the combos or anything and all that sort of stuff, but you can
enjoy it.
put up a fight.
I think with Smash Brothers, there's so many variations, so many stages, so many items in this game as well. We've been playing, all the matches we've played so far have been absolutely filled with items. Like, I'm a big Nintendo fan, but like just things pop up and I'm like, what the hell is that? Is it one of the items that's gonna like blow someone else up? Or is it one of the many, many ones that if I pick it up, I'll blow up? And you're like, well, let's try. So there's so much stuff to get your head around. I'm just really hoping that when you get the game sort of fresh out the box, there's enough in the way of tutorials and introductory stuff, and maybe not all of the items are switched on by default. I just hope that it's not going to be completely overwhelming, because this is undoubtedly Nintendo's big game of the year. We were talking last year, do you remember when Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild had come out?
Yeah.
We were talking about it had been such an incredible year for the Switch. Splatoon 2 as well. What are they going to have next year?
Yeah.
And they have come back strong with one of their biggest franchises in Smash Brothers, and we know that there's Metroid on the way. But it's only going to really work if they can make Smash Brothers like a commercial as well as a critical success, because you know, Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, they were really big sellers. So I really want Nintendo to make a Smash Brothers game that is for everyone who owns a Switch, rather than everyone who, like me, played Smash Brothers 10 years ago. There are lots and lots of features that I feel are aimed at the hardcore. Like, for example, the fact that GameCube controllers are still compatible. Traditionally, every Smash Brothers game has supported those old GameCube controllers. And like, I feel most comfortable playing on a GameCube controller because that's the games
you played.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know that if it didn't support GameCube controllers, I'd still play it and I'd still love it. I would just learn a new control scheme. So obviously you don't have to play it with GameCube controllers, but it's something that, again, plays into my slight nervousness that I worry, like, what if Nintendo is making a game for Smash Brothers fans, you know, who deserve a good Smash Brothers game, certainly.
Definitely.
But the rest of the world who aren't on board yet do, because otherwise Smash Brothers fans are not gonna have anyone to play with except each other, and you're all already better than me, so I really need some like new blood coming in if I'm gonna personally enjoy.
All the other Smash Brothers have only really kind of like played the last one occasionally with my mates. No items. So
sure, Final Destination.
I'm very noob level when it comes. I can do the saving dash and like get a few punches in and get my shield up. I know that stuff. Yeah. But I want to get into it and like, learn a character like inside and out.
What I'm worried will happen is that thing with multiplayer games where you've played it more than your friends have. So just because you've had more practice, you're better at it, and it means that it's not fun for anyone else. I would love for Smash Bros to come out and everyone on our team and like for the Xbox guys, I want us all to be playing it and all to be like getting familiar with the controls and experiencing what a brilliantly deep and fun and just random and hilarious fighting game it is. I worry that day one I'll be playing it loads and loads, and then we'll be like, let's do it on a live stream, and it just won't be a ton of fun for everybody else. So that's what makes me nervous. That's something that, you know, it can happen with multiplayer games. I want a Smash Brothers that works for everyone. I want people who are, you know, like the pro players, people who just love spectating it and love the competitive sort of meta game stuff. I want them to have a game that works for them, but I also think that it has to be accessible and it has to work for everyone, which is what previous games in the series have managed to do. But they have to be careful, I think, not to make it just completely overwhelming. There's also Mario Party coming out though this year, so you know, if Smash Brothers turns out to be like too hardcore and not fun enough for us, we can always play hilariously unfair Mario Party.
So good. I can't wait to play Inklings.
Oh, the Inklings,
They're so cute, and I think they're just like such a fun addition.
Really fun to play. Like having played a bunch of matches, I think a lot of people are sort of favouring the Inkling kids. So yeah, they have to recharge their ink every now and again.
I heard the noises.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do a very good one there. Nice. Okay. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic.
From one beloved Nintendo game to another game that is also now coming out on the Switch.
Whoa!
It's Okami. Much beloved cult classic Okami is coming to the Nintendo Switch in splendid HD. An action-adventure game where you play the goddess of the sun in the form of an adorable white wolf whose job it is to fight off the darkness.
Take that, darkness. Get savaged. I think the darkness is a lot to think about after that.
Can you please do your dog on a rock impression that you did from Far Cry 5, our Far Cry 5 video, where you had your doggy pals and you did that?
Oh.
Yeah. Perfect. Already, the quiz has descended into nonsense.
We haven't got to the first question yet.
Well, the first question, Luke. Okami is fairly similar in many ways to the Legend of Zelda series.
Good.
In fact, the game's director Hideki Kamiya has cited it as an inspiration for the game. It even has horrible, spidery-looking bosses. But most similarly, Wolf Okami is accompanied by a small glowy companion, Isun, a tiny wandering artist who pesters you throughout the game. There's a lot of little connections here.
Yeah.
So Luke, is, in your opinion, Okami Wolf Link, and therefore Wolf Doom Guy?
Get my Life is Strange notes back. We have more to discuss. Yes, because, well, for many reasons. I mean, we know that Link turns into a wolf on occasion. We know that Link has like little glowy companions in the form of Navi or even Midna in Twilight Princess. And we know that Link is not averse to sometimes making himself cel-shaded.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely his decision. If I try and imagine if Doom Guy turned into a wolf, what would that look like?
Badass.
Yeah, it would. I feel like Doom Guy would look more hellish. More like Okami wolf, but with like darker fur and with like red eye, and there would have to be like a hint of green somewhere. Like maybe you know how sometimes you see those dogs wearing like jumpers.
Yeah.
Maybe
well,
like
it would
a green
be just
jumper.
a dog in armour, wouldn't it?
I don't think a jumper would be warmer and more comfortable. Okay, so yes.
But
is the
in
answer to your
theory,
question.
yes.
In theory, yes. I'm willing to.
Lovely.
I'm willing to submit it for further study.
Question number 2. Another thing out this week is Monster Hunter World, but for PC.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Plus, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate comes to the Switch later on at the end of the month. And in the 3DS version of Generations, there was a special Okami-themed crossover.
What's there?
Can you guess what it was?
I'm tempted to say that it was related to palicos. Was your palico wearing the fur of the wolf as a sort of like
Maybe, yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
Like your palico has caught and skinned the wolf.
Well, it's made out of other monster creatures, but yeah, you could unlock the ability to create an outfit.
Can I see what it looks
like this.
Oh! Oh my gosh, that's adorable. It does look like the palico is skinned. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks. Yeah, okay. The more I play Monster Hunter, the more the palicos slightly freak me out because they're really, really cute, don't get me wrong. But the more like bloodthirsty Monster Hunter seems like as a thing, like the big dinosaur thing is like limping away in pain, and your Palico's like, yeah, and you're chasing it, and then you bring it down, and you're trying to be like solemn, and the Palico's like, yeah, kill them. You know, I'm reappraising the Palicos. They're definitely cute, but I just wonder.
Well, they're just like, at least they're not killing us.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Please keep killing the big ones. We'll help you kill them.
Related to the previous question.
Yeah.
There was also another Okami sort of themed outfit for the Palicos as well.
Oh, okay.
Linking back into our last question. What do you think it was?
Did they have a little Link hat?
You mentioned cell shaded.
Yeah.
Link.
Oh, okay. Could your Palico be cell shaded?
You could have Toon Link.
Oh, Toon Link is your Palico.
Yeah, but he's got ears and a tail. It's really cute. Yay.
Oh my god, it's so adorable. Oh, why is it on all fours?
It's still a cat, it's just in a costume. It's
Wearing
literally
Link's...
wearing cosplay.
Literally wearing Link's face.
Yeah?
That is brilliant. What? Okay, it's so weird. Look at the way he runs like...
It's great. Super cute. Look at him, little face.
It's super cute.
This is a little Toon Link with ears and whiskers and a tail.
Running like this.
Okami features a visually distinct and beautiful cel-shaded art style, as we mentioned, based on Japanese ink illustration or ink wash illustration, painting as it's known as well. But Luke, what is your favourite style of painting that you would like to see in a video game?
Ooh, okay. I'm really bad at art, both the doing it and the knowing of it. Alexander Calder, who is an artist who did those big mobiles with coloured dots. I think I would like to see Uncharted reimagined as a mobile.
So I see Damien Hirst, but it's like Nathan Drake cut in half.
I like J.W. Turner.
Yes.
He painted a lot of boats and the sea, but I can't imagine how that would translate to a video game.
Will you make a boat game? Surely
what's,
you'd want a boat game. Of all the people that I know.
What's the new one with the pirates and the multiplayer and the shooting?
Skull and Bones?
Skull and Bones,
That's coming out?
yeah. Skull and Bones, but it's a sort of abstract impressionist stormscape that you can barely comprehend.
Question 4. In order to fight the darkness, Okami must use the all-important celestial brush. With this, she can bring life back to the world, forge paths, and even fight enemies. Players do all of this with touchscreen or Joy-Con motion controls, and it's all very clever.
Nice. Good brush, by the sounds of it.
We're going to test your artistry, as we are wont to do
Yay!
on this show.
Okay.
First,
Yeah.
you will select the animal you will be by circling one of the animals that I have written on this page. You can't see.
So I can't see it?
No.
So I just have to blindly circle it?
Yep. With your celestial permanent marker.
Oh, okay.
So you are now, without looking, as if you've got your Switch and you've just gone like that.
Yep, sure.
And you have to choose one of these and it will be your creature that you will have to draw. So this is your challenge.
Okay, I'm watching James's face change.
Oh! Okay. You're in between kind of two at the moment.
Okay, so should I make a call this way or that way?
So you either go up or down, your choice.
Oh, okay, so like this.
Yeah. Oh my god! Luke, you have chosen Archaeopteryx!
Yay!
Now, with your black and red pens, you must draw yourself as a magical, mystical Archaeopteryx.
Can do. I've been practicing for this my whole life.
I'll give you 3 minutes.
3 minutes? Oh, that's quite a lot of time. Okay.
Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes.
No! No. Okay.
Okay. Right, 2 minutes. Ready, set, go. Luke!
Okay, I'm going. Okay.
Have you got your Archaeopteryx t-shirt with you and then you can have it for reference?
Oh yeah. No, I don't, so I'm gonna have to do it from memory. The thing is, I've only ever seen them like
10
bent.
seconds already.
I'm gonna just have to do it bent over or backwards.
Yeah.
But that's fine,
It's
because
doing a lovely leap in the air.
it's doing an attack.
You've got to do lots of nice, lovely red highlighting
Yeah.
to show your
Yeah.
magical
Sure.
prowess.
Sure.
Come on, 116, 115,
Okay.
114.
Good.
So majestic.
So majestic. What are these legs? No. It's not. How long have I got?
30 seconds.
30 seconds? Oh yeah, that looks awesome.
Lots of lovely swirly patterns.
Yeah.
You've got 10 seconds. I think the red is redeeming it a little bit, definitely.
Redeem it.
2,
I had this in
1.
mind all along.
Go!
Yay! Oh wait. No one saw.
Okay. You're done. You've finished. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready to show the class?
Am I?
Okay, this is your magical spirit form, Luke, for Okami 2 when it comes out. Yay!
So I only really can picture an Archaeopteryx like all bent over backwards, like it's been like it's been like mushed into fossil form. I think it looks quite balletic. I think this is the sort of Billy Elliot of Japanese dinosaur birds.
Yeah.
And I don't say that lightly. Obviously the markings are quite, there's sort of red proto feathers at the top, very important. I've slightly lost it a bit here with the foot. I also only drew one leg. So just
they're behind each other. The other one's directly behind it.
Exactly. They're perfectly behind each other, and they both look like this at the end. This is why I had to take to the skies, because imagine walking around on this little prong all day. It's good.
It's good. I think I give you 10 points.
10 points, yes.
Out of 500.
Oh. Out of 500.
I am very impressed by your
Very
artistic prowess.
Very strong work, yeah.
Man, but I think we should go from looking at your wonderful art to seeing what other people have been saying in the comments. Last week we celebrated a truly special moment in Outside Extra history. No, not the time Luke got a free Snickers from the vending machine, but when the channel passed the 500,000 subscriber mark. And to celebrate, we live streamed what everyone agrees is one of the finest games of all time, my beloved Kingdoms of Amalur.
I forgot that this game has a brilliant glitch where sometimes the subtitles hang around on screen.
Yeah.
It's still time for work, boys.
Boys.
Yep.
It's the slogan of the stream.
I've never had, I think it's your Xbox.
What do you mean it's my Xbox?
I've never had that before.
The Boggett is saying it's time for work, boys.
What
or
is
Orca saying it's time for work?
I mean, it's really multi-layered meta-textual narrative.
It's a sentence that is literally always appropriate.
Commenter Mini Master thinks this might be the start of a trend, Ellen. I can see Ellen mentioning every tiny milestone they achieved just to play more Kingdoms of Amalur. Luke, we just reached 500,001 subs. Time for more Kingdoms of Amalur.
Well, now let's not get carried away, but oh my gosh. Luke, we're both wearing the same colour socks. What are the odds? You know what? We should celebrate, and I know just the thing.
Elsewhere, Ellen and I rattled through some of the games that are heading your way this August, from Okami on Switch and We Happy Few to Madden NFL 19, which we're reliably informed is a game about some kind of American football. Let's be upfront, we know nothing about the sport. This is the one where you go long.
It's like rugby, but with caging.
Caging? There'll be player motions that, Ellen, allow players to push blockers to gain more yards while running and make realistic cuts upfield after the catch. Did any of those words mean anything to you?
Catch.
Madden 19? Sports is the one for you. One more time.
Dun, 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 dun. No, that's the baseball one.
That's baseball. But I was enjoying the tune.
Sports.
Ian Hader knows our pain, Ellen. I know how you feel, guys. I too awkwardly say sports whenever anything sport-oriented ever comes up in a conversation.
The trick is to memorise one fact for every single sports fan you know. Hey, James, it's good to hear that West Ham might be taking Perez off of Arsenal's hands after that dismal season on loan, right?
Well, yeah, but that means Welbeck. Is he enough cover for Aubameyang and Lacazette?
Sports?
And in last week's show of the weekend, I gave Ellen a tense Overcooked 2 quiz, role-playing frustrating situations that would have any chef hot under the collar, all with avatars drawn for us by Overcooked 2's Phil Duncan.
Luke, could you stop that for a
Chef,
second?
these are dirty. They need to be clean.
They're going to be a lot dirtier in a second if that fire spreads.
They're getting clean. I'm cleaning them. You're welcome, by the way.
I don't
see what you're doing, by the way, when you're chewing my ear off.
I'm trying to get past
Ellen,
you.
some of us are trying to... Please don't raise your voice, Chef. Is it hot in here?
Yes, because there is a fire.
One of us should open a window.
No, we shouldn't open a window.
So maybe
we shouldn't open
you.
a window because we shouldn't feed oxygen to the fire. Commenter Nuage Roman sees art imitating life, Luke. I know that it's just a drawing, but Ellen's character clearly has had enough of Luke's just from her facial expression.
Oh, I disagree. I think this is a face that says, hey Luke, I see you doing your best. Well done for giving it your all. Right, Ellen? Ellen?
Moving on. Last week we took a look, or rather a listen, at horrible sounding games that will stay with us forever. Whether they're the creepy sounds of some of gaming's grossest villains, or alarming noises that are forever ingrained in our gaming consciousness.
Signalling to players over the years that it's time to run and hide again until the guards who were hunting you call off the search, or until you take them all out, of course. Which also works. Commenter Mozillo Games thought that looked a little too real. I feel like we should be worried about how effectively Andy pulled off that chokehold. All I'm saying is, has anyone seen Andy and Solid Snake in the same room?
Actually, since we shot that video, I haven't seen Andy in any room.
Yeah, those stealthy instincts are hard to deprogram. He'll turn up. How long are we out?
I don't. Oh,
But look what I've found.
Oh!
Wonderful art
Yay!
done by you guys. This is Mr. Black on Twitter. Look, it's off the back of the Overcooked stuff. We've got some great fan art of Ellen taking charge, shall we say, in a kitchen environment. Look, it's Elle's kitchen.
I'm so mad at everyone.
I think my favourite detail in this is just James's face.
Just like...
James. I didn't sign on to film this.
I'm even scaring Jane. She's like...
But Ellen, you remember how you tried to calm me down by when I was chopping too many tomatoes in our sort of role-playing session? Well, look at this. Look, it's the tomato fish.
Different type of tomato.
Different type of tomato.
Fish tomato.
Fish tomato, yeah.
That's amazing.
I really like this. It makes me hungry, which feels weird. Yeah. Doesn't it look delicious?
I want tomato fish.
Swimming around, soaking up all the tomato juice.
I get it and eat it like Smeagol.
Yes. Now there's the fan art we don't need to see.
But it's very good, very talented.
I like it.
Very talented.
I like the little green sprouted thing on the back.
Yeah, it's super cute.
It's awesome. And then finally, Ellen, this is Logie Bear 537 on Twitter. I actually don't understand this one because it seems like you're strangling me in it, as if I'd done something wrong or if I'd said something or annoyed you.
Well, it's like if the kitchen's on fire.
Yeah. I can only assume that this is some sort of like what if scenario where I was not, doing a very good job in the kitchen, which seems unlikely. But hey, that's what art does. It transports us to fantastical situations. It's really good. It's really good. Oh no. It's really, really good. It's really good. Thank you, and quick work, everyone, for all that amazing...
Yeah, there was a quick turnaround on all of them.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It's
so
brilliant.
Good.
Thank you for your fan art, as always, folks.
Thank you.
So, Ellen, we've reached the end of
Yes.
the show of the weekend.
We have.
But if you want more Outside Extra in your life, not only are there very many more episodes to watch, but you can also come see us live at EGX in Birmingham in September.
September?
That's right, tickets are still available for the live show that we're doing on the Friday.
Live show?
Showdown of the week. It's going to be intense. Andy is the quizmaster this time, if we could find him. So it's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be really awesome. So yeah, and there's meet and greets every day. Yeah, tickets to the live show and details and stuff are all, if you follow the link that's on screen now, you'll find them all. So
yeah, it'd be nice to see you all.
Yeah,
You're
meet you
all
all / see you all again.
Yeah. Luke, are you really pleased with your drawing?
What tipped you off?
Are you gonna
the fact
put
that I'm stroking it.
Should we put it on the fridge?
I think it's a little better than the fridge element. This is frame above the fireplace. Put it on the fridge. Good joke.